Johanna?
Valkaran?
Until we find a suitable method of penance in the necropolis.
Puh.
You're to be confined under the eye of a watcher, lest you slip your bonds.
How magnanimous of you to volunteer.
A challenge for us both. Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It would have been magnificent. Navarra, bowing to a leader who'd make use of its greatest works.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navarra City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin. It's a simple test.
I am not loosening any of the wards around you simply to see whether you can learn new spells again.
Do you have any idea how frustrating that was, Valkaran? To be completely frozen in my spellcraft? And I could have fixed it by channeling through the skeletal construct that you destroyed. Speaking of which, what have you done with it?
That subject remains closed, Johanna. I can't demand your repentance, Johanna, but perhaps reflection beckons.
Reflection? On trying to fix the great failure of Navarra? The finest necromancers in the world, and what do we teach them? To loiter down in the necropolis. Navarra could be an empire. We could raise armies of corpses to slay our enemies and conquer new shores!
You'd make us another Tevinter.
Nonsense. I'm sure we'd do better. You have a question about negative topological functions?
Yes, please. Emmrich said it was okay to ask about this.
Do you always listen to that milksop? Well, at least you've come to a proper necromancer. First, I assume you've learned to cascade your spell weaves around wave inversions?
Oh, really? But wouldn't the explosive radius... I'd never try it.
That's cowardice speaking. Cast it aside. So you succeeded in Lichdom.
I have.
And you don't even have the decency to gloat.
This existence of ours is a gift. By the friendship we once had, I ask you to cherish it rather than let resentment dwell within you.
Let me try on your crown.
Absolutely not. You've been quiet on your collaboration with the Venatori.
They were only useful for information or the occasional artifact. The rest of the time, the intolerable wretches kept going on about their wine cellars and summer houses.
They sound akin to some of Navarra's nobility, to be honest.
Depressing, isn't it? So, Valkaran, you've achieved the impossible.
Lichdom?
I meant you somehow seduce that impudent whelp following you around.
That's not... My relationship with Rook is a private concern.
Why she enjoys your moldering presence is beyond me.
Mouldering? You're a mere 2 years younger than I am, Johanna. 2!
Well, I think one of us wears it more obviously. You? You! You must be so pleased with yourself.
What the... Hezenkoss?
Of course it's me! Reduced to explain myself to Emmrich Valkaran's companions.
How are your remains still animate?
A lich isn't so easily destroyed.
Even a failed lich?
A meaningless phrase. Anyhow, if you must know, your Morn Watcher compatriots found me. Only my skull was intact in the rubble you left of my grand creation. What disaster's unfolding out there now?
Well, the moon... Know what? Emmrich will tell you.
Get Valkaran on it! I'm not spending the rest of my existence orbiting the ruins of your hideout!
I'm relieved beyond measure that we took the time to visit Blackthorn Manor, Rook. Given Johanna's partnership with the Venatori, I'm sure they would have eagerly employed her bone construct had we not stopped her.
Puh. I'll have to put together something more useful once I'm out of here.
We've already discussed the likelihood of this, Johanna.
Ugh.